Now, somebody was asking me, Milton, what are the documents that you need in order to study abroad in 2025? Now, so it's a very long question. I cannot bring it out here. In this video is going to be of two parts. This first part, I'm going to talk about the requirements, basic requirements, and some few details you need to know. Then in the second part, you are going to watch a video talking about Lithuania and Finland. The video for Finland, I didn't actually finish it because I was in school and something came up. So last thing I want to say in that video for Finland is that understand that tuition fee has been increased in Finnish universities. Now, there is this common thing, everybody is asking for vocational school, oh Vamia, oh Rivera. Bro, not everybody. We are how many on this platform? 58,000 following. On other channels, maybe 60, maybe 100, maybe 40. Those community college you are targeting for free, most of them will take only 20 students, some 300 maximum. So that is to say that even 1/4 of my followers will not go to all those community free schools in Finland. Now, do not apply to those schools and rely on the schools. Don't apply and say, oh, I applied to a school. As soon as you drop your application, forget about it and carry on to other institutions. Otherwise, you will cry at the end of the day like a follower. He was relying only on Canada. Now, Canada is saying they are reducing PR and they will only focus more on those who are already in Canada. That's Canadian experience class. They are also saying they want to reduce the number of temporary residents, which means that visa approval rate has dropped. They have said this thing and it's standing. And they said another one yesterday, which I'm going to talk about it very soon. So please, sit down. Choose 4 or 5 countries. You can even choose 13. How many schools did I apply for? 13. Right? 13. I applied in France, paid application fee, got rejected. Applied to Denmark, paid application fee, got rejected. Other schools in Canada rejected my application. A school rejected my application in Italy. I paid application fee. Iceland rejected me. Ireland rejected me. Netherlands, 2 schools rejected me, but I got one. Then Italy, another one accepted me. You get my point, bro. Before the other schools in the US, did I withdraw? Because I knew that something like that can happen. That was why I kept pushing. Now, let me talk about the requirements you need. Then I will now bring the other video about Lithuania. There is something in that video I want you to watch, and that of Finland. 1, international passport. Look, there was one time I dropped a video on my Facebook page and somebody was saying that you can use your identity card to apply. Let me tell you, if I'm the admissions team and you use your ID card to apply for my school, where I'm the admissions officer, I will not accept you. You are not serious. Go and get a passport. Passport is an international travel document. Get it first before you begin. Even if yours is about to expire, get it before you begin. It's very, very important. Don't say Milton didn't tell me. Document number 2, and make sure if your passport is left 6 months, 1 year, and you know that you are going to be leaving, maybe your passport is left 1 year, let's say now, and you are going to be applying for visa in 2 or 3 months time, it means it will be left 7 months. Bro, it doesn't make sense. When you go to Europe, you will now start running away, up and down, running up and down. And one thing you need to understand is that Europe is organized. It's not like Africa where they will do passport in Abuja, Lagos, Anambra, Cotonou, maybe Yaoundé, Douala, Bafoussam, Bamenda, Kumba. No. Here in Europe, there are diplomatic missions, headquarters, like in the Netherlands where I am. If you want to do passport here, you must go to The Hague. You cannot go to Rotterdam or Amsterdam or Twente or Utrecht. No, you must go to The Hague. Is it free to go there? No. You have to pay a train to go. Now, if you have classes, what happens? You miss your class. If you have to go to your job, what happens? You miss the job because of passport. Then you go again and you spend euros. Whereas if you are doing it in your home country, you will use your currency. Think about that. It's very important. This is a strategy. When I was coming here, my passport was left 1 year, 2 months. But because I had to apply for the visa in August, my school told me if I have to come, they have to give me a residence permit for 1 year, right? But I need to first of all go get a visa. And then after that, my passport will be left now 9 months, which is not correct. They cannot give me that permit when my passport is left. Just what is happening here? Okay, just 9 months. So I had to do a different passport. So as I'm talking to you, I still have like 4.5 years before my document will expire. So maybe sometimes before I struggle and I get my citizenship, yeah, I will still have a passport left. Then I will then decide. You understand? I cannot spill all the tea here. The next document you need are your academic credentials. WAEC, NECO, O levels, A levels, WASI. This is for those who are going for bachelors. Now, you must understand that some schools don't accept NECO. Schools in Canada accept NECO, but some schools elsewhere will not accept NECO. Schools in the Netherlands, some accept NECO and some don't accept. So make sure you read requirements properly and carefully. Do not rush. Most of us, we don't like to read. Before I forget, if you need a one-on-one call with me, please book a call from the video description box. Check the links there. Then we book a call, we talk. After this video, I have to go attend to people. I was talking to someone today from China. I spoke to some people yesterday from Saudi Arabia. And trust me, people want to move. Everybody is now thinking of where they are going to go in, sit down, build their life, build their family, and their children will not suffer. Don't just travel because you want to travel. No. Go to a place that you know that is rewarding. I hope this video helps you. So these documents are the basic documents to get a bachelor's degree program. Check requirements. Now, to get the master's, you need your BSc alongside the transcript. Complete originals. Put them together before you begin. Now, sometimes you may be applying to schools that will need English proficiency, all those things, IELTS, and of course, motivation letter. When writing your motivation letter, never forget to mention to the school why you choose the school. Point number 1. Point number 2, why you choose the program. Point number 3, why you choose that country. Point number 4, what is the program going to help you achieve? Point number 5, what is your future ambition? That's they relate to point number 4 and 5. Then, what is it that you really saw in that program? And when you are relating to this, please don't forget that you have to study and go back. That is your primary goal. But of course, we know now, you just want to make them understand. Make them understand that their university is one of the best. It may not be in the top ranking, like top ranked universities, world university ranking, right? We know. But you want to cajole them. You want them to know that you want to come and study. Of course, when you go in, make sure you study. Don't give up. Because, don't say Aduro. Most of you don't know what you are getting yourself in. I have said many times. Some people don't know that if you take Aduro and finally get the document, you will never go back to your country legally. Like pass through the airports. If you try it, they will seize that passport from your hand. So you have to be careful. Except that maybe you use Magumagu. Now you are going to use Magumagu at the end of the day. If you go and you jump in a river somewhere because you are trying to use Magumagu to enter your country, what is the use of that? Well, some of you prefer to go, and for me, I like to move around. Okay, that's why I've never loved Aduro. But some people don't have the money. If you don't have the money, you can consider that option. Of course, it's still to make a living for yourself and your children. So I totally understand. Then for motivation, I've talked about it. IELTS is very important. Check very well to be sure of what they are saying. These are some few documents that you need in order to study abroad. Some schools may ask for recommendation letter depending on what you are applying for. Of course, if you are applying for scholarships, make sure you pay attention to that. Now, let's go to the other videos and see what is going to happen. Follow this because there is something I mentioned about Lithuania and Finland. Now, please, if you want to move to Lithuania this year I'm talking about September 2025, or if you want to move to Finland this year, so I'll be talking about those who intend to apply to Finland and Lithuania. First of all, I want to say a special shout out. It's not a spera, it's a special shout out to those of you watching this content, to those of you sharing this content, because the goal is to make sure many people enter into Europe. Many people go to America, many people go to Canada. But again, remember, I am an advocate of if where you are not getting value, please leave. There are so many materials, you can find opportunities all over the world. Please find your way, go to somewhere else, better yourself, help your mother, help your father, help your family if you can. Okay, if at least you are educated. Because for me, I only talk about those who have educational credentials. I don't know much about other things. But of course, I do know that you can equally travel abroad using maybe the VV, all right, the visit VV, but I don't support that because at the end of the day, you might only end up taking Odoro. But if you think that Odoro is what you actually need, why not? You can go take Adoro. Is it Adoro or Odoro? It doesn't matter. Now, for those of you who want to move to Lithuania this year, this is what you need to always remember. First thing first, Lithuania has double legalization. Dual legalization. This dual legalization, how is it done? I'm saying this because many people do not know. Okay, I'm just telling you so you should prepare your mind now. If you apply to any school in Lithuania, for you to apply for the visa, you need to legalize your police character in your home country, then send it to Lithuania to be legalized as well. Remember, you are not screenshotting. Remember, you are not sending a scanned copy. You have to send a physical copy in an envelope to go to Lithuania. This is the first thing you need to note. Now, cost is incurred. You have to pay for it. The second thing you need to put into consideration is if you are applying to Lithuania, note that there is no embassy in Cameroon, in Nigeria. Some of you were arguing in the comment section that there is an embassy, and I understand most of us, we do not know the difference between a visit visa, a Schengen visa, and of course, a study visa. If you are moving to Lithuania as a student, please listen to me again. You can get a visa from Dubai, Turkey, Singapore, Philippines, South Africa. Now, do you have to go to South Africa? Is it for everybody? South Africa is not for everybody. If you're a Nigerian, I would say go to South Africa. But if you can find your way to Philippines, Singapore, you can apply for free. I don't know if these countries are visa free for you guys. But for Cameroonians, you can apply from Singapore. You can apply from the Philippines. You can apply from Turkey. But remember, for you to go to Turkey, you need a visa, maybe a tourist visa or something. For Philippines and Singapore, I think it's visa free for Cameroonians. So please note this. Now, Dubai, you can get it from Dubai as well. Now, this is extra cost on your side as a Cameroonian. This is extra cost on your side as an international student who wants to move to Finland. But is it worth it where you are at the moment? Do you think going all this way to collect a visa is worth it? To me, it's worth it. Now, you have to make the decision, right? That is another thing. Remember, for schools in Lithuania, there are so many schools in Lithuania. I did a video a few days back, but remember the qualifications to apply to this school are different to these schools. Some will ask you just for basic WAEC or an A levels, depending on the country you are coming from, WASI. But others would say that your results must be extremely good. Others will equally say you need a higher national diploma or ND, or how do they call it? Is it OND? That's something that is much better than high school certificate, right? Then some will equally say you need 65% of your grades or of your pass to be admitted. 65% basically means that it shouldn't go below 2.5 if you are going for masters, right? Then remember, these are for those going for bachelors. Sometimes they will ask for your CV. Then master students, you need to understand that some schools will not accept third class. Others might accept it. But before you apply, if you have a third class, ask the university. I have said this many times, and I believe you need to look at that, okay? Ask them first before you do it. But if they don't mention it on their website, just apply. If you have the money to pay, apply. Schools in Lithuania will ask you for application fee. I know a school that they will charge you about 180 euros, but at the end of the day, they will still give you the admissions, right? I know schools that if you pay 100 euros, they will still give you the admissions. The problem here is many people do not want to pay application fee. Some will say that, oh, Milton, the application fee is so much. Bro, look, japa is you have to spend. You cannot just do everything for free, right? If you are only looking for free things, then you may not move abroad. Now, to those of you who are looking for scholarships, I did a video about Erasmus Mundus scholarship. That scholarship is still open. I will still drop the link below. I also did a video about a university in the Netherlands that have fully funded scholarship, University of Twente. It's still there. I even have a friend in this university that got a departmental scholarship. I'm not just talking, I talk with the person still in the University of 20, and I mention all this in my videos because of what? I want you to come in. I didn't have the opportunity to win a scholarship because I noticed when it was late, like before I could even realize that I could apply for a scholarship, the deadline was close. But this scholarship, most of them will close January. That of the University of 20 is closing February 1st. It needs IELTS. I cannot overemphasize on this. Please, if you want to move abroad this year, go and take IELTS now. Yeah, IELTS exam, IELTS academic, not general. You cannot use general for studies. I hope this is understood. Now, I want to say one more thing before for the visa application for Lithuania. Remember, you're not getting a visa, you're getting temporary residence permit. Now, let's go to Finland. If there is anything, I will mention it later. To those of you who are asking me if you can move with family to Lithuania, it's not possible, but you can move with family to Finland as you are moving, right? You guys can do the visa application together. Now, one thing you should note is that Finland is going to open application January 4th. Check universities of applied sciences and apply. The reason is simple. They are quite affordable and some of them have 50% scholarship. Some will give you a discount upon payment of your tuition fee early, and some will equally tell you that if you do this, like if you pay your tuition, go in and study and score certain ECTS credit units or credits, they will give you a discount. Put all of these things into consideration. Equally, don't forget that the Finnish embassy is in Nigeria. Cameroonians, this is for you. You need to go there. If you want to move with family, make sure your marriage certificate is legalized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They have a branch in the governor's office, at the governor's office in Bonanjo, in Douala. I'm saying these things because I want to see you in Europe. I want you to come here. I want you to change your life. Do you understand me?